Hello YouTube. Hello Facebook. Hello Reddit. Hello Twitter, I guess. My name is Morgan James Does Games, and I I've got some thoughts. At the moment, I am prepping a massive script for a video that I'm working on because I like to get all the facts pretty much in the clear right off the bat, or all of my information right off the bat. And I have some hesitations about doing this because the way I'm going about it might seem a little bit half-assed, and it's it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me because you have to understand something. Like, I myself, wow, that is horrible fucking lighting, isn't it? I myself am a good person. I mean, everyone at their core, except for the true monsters out there, is at one point or another before there's a major turning point. And I'm not saying that this video is going to be like one of those major turning points, but my thoughts on the whole Daddyofive situation are thusly. It's sorry, I can't really pay attention to the chat right now, Quaz. I'll get to everything later on. But just the there's major lag going on. Just the fact that it's dealing with a bunch of touchy issues. No one likes seeing a child be tormented. And yes, I'm in the garage. Let's get that out of the way. There's a boogie board in the background. There's a cat crate. There's a thing of cat food, cabinet, TV, and dresser. That's my dresser. I have a bunch of shit wrong with it. Moving on. No one likes seeing a child in torment. No one likes seeing a child be pushed around, be bullied, be abused, be traumatized in the way that this family, these people have been. It's absolutely monstrous what's been going on, what's been brought to my attention. And I'm going through this link in a Reddit group that I've joined called Daddyofive, where they're like posting these links to this site called Kiwi Farms. And this one particular forum, there's a user called Daddyofive Sucks. Now, they've got the best massive amount of information for why Mike acts the way he acts, like a background and history and connections to different things, and the fact that two of his kids are from a prior marriage, and he did some things to forge something, that something did something, and I don't have a problem with exposing this asshole, because monsters like him, who are easily influenced by people like Heather Martin, and they don't deserve any respect whatsoever. Now, the intent might have, from starting this channel, might have been like to generate a source of income, might have been to might have been to do a whole bunch of things. Someone is spamming the shit out of the chat. No, it's might have been to don't start, Shao. Don't start. Might have been to start a stream of revenue, but there are ways to run a family channel. You know, you can do all of these awesome things, all these awesome little projects. The way not to run a channel is by turning your family members into prank victims, prank participants, or doing abusive versions of harmless challenges where you get slapped by someone, but end up coercing your children to slap each other hard enough to make someone cry, and then teaching one of your sons, your youngest, to be honest, that their sister, even though hitting a girl, because they're your sister, that they don't matter. Now, I have a problem with that. Many people have a problem with that. We've all seen Philip DeFranco's videos on just how idiotically monstrous this channel is, and the fact that they're going around deleting these videos, deleting everything, and then posting these BS apology videos. At this point in time, there's no reason why they should. I mean, they have to apologize. Obviously, they have to save face on one front or another, because basically they're going to get fucked over. They're going to end up with jail time or something, or society itself will take care of them, because that's just how these things work. If the law doesn't take matters into its hands, then society will to some extent. And the fact that, you know, someone tried to run Heather off the road because they recognized her from the YouTube videos of various instances where she's screamed at Cody. Oh my God, poor Cody, man, poor Cody. I'm gonna go like fishtail all over the place with this thing. The very fact that they're showing a toxic family environment, to where their oldest, who's on the football team, who's Cody's stepbrother, pretty much power bombs the little guy. He power bombs him onto the ground on his face. Now, there obviously is going to be a subsection of people that are being like, well, I don't have a problem with that. Well, that's the kind of thing that I find funny. Well, it's just a prank, bruh. No, it isn't. It's abuse. You need to learn the difference between a prank and tormenting a child for profit. That is morally and ethically wrong. And last I checked, you know, child abuse was kind of illegal. And this script I'm working on, it exposes a lot of background information on Mike. And I feel kind of sick about it, because I'm a good person. Yet sometimes to be good, you have to be kind of a giant asshole. So am I crossing that moral line where this is a turning point for me? Shao. It's okay, babe. Don't start. I'm like, this is really hard for me because I get distracted really easily. Um, I and it's just an absolute moral, nightmare for me. How does one proceed with this kind of content? You just go balls out. Now, now you just have to go balls out with this kind of thing. You just have to go for the gusto. There's a reason why commentary channels are controversial. They expose information about a person that, that particular person's fan base may find objectionable. Now, myself, I have not done anything really deep or anything like that. I'm mostly opinionated. I'm emotionally driven. If something makes me happy, I make a video where I'm really happy. If something makes me upset, I make a video where I just kind of, just let it all out. But I'm hesitant to even make this video because, on the one hand, I've been told multiple times that I should get into the commentary. But on the other hand, I'm kind of horrible at commentary. Like, I guess I should, but which would be worse? To not act on information that's been, provided in order to better someone's life, especially the life of a child, especially if it leads to that child in the long run developing into a respectable person, to where they aren't effed up, to where they don't turn into a monster that their parents desperately wanted them as a child to turn into, because then it would just drive more views? Or do you just let things go by because other people have their takes on it, and there are those out there that will definitely... I gotta turn on the chat. Because there are those out there that will definitely, try to turn this into something more, profitable for them. You don't actually know until the fallout of it happens. Or is it gonna provide a boost to your channel? Is it not? That all that stuff, like the channel stuff, I don't particularly think about that much. I just post what I post, and it's good. It's good. If it's not, it's not. Shit. But it's a heartbreaking when parents actively post child shaming videos, and that's what these purported prank videos are. They aren't pranks. They aren't cutesy family home videos. They aren't anything but just a constant stream of negativity masked under this pretense that everything's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be great. But it's not. It's not. You can see it in Cody's mannerisms. You can see it in the psychology. You can see it in the way that the kids kind of flinch whenever Mike talks, whenever Heather talks in the apology videos. You can tell that any form of sincerity that Mike has, any form of sincerity that Heather has, it is all staged in order to make the viewer feel sorry for them, because that's just in general how abusers or psychological predators work. It's just like, well, okay, if this is getting me in trouble, then I should work on this, this, and this. So that way, things will, work out for the best for me. So that way, the audience will be on my side. The audience will think that I'm the innocent one. The audience will think that I'm the victim, because even though there's video evidence of me doing this crime, and this crime, I can pin it on the fact that this person talked about it. It's absolutely mind-numbing and sickening and disgusting is what it is. It's absolutely visually, verbally, and obnoxiously disgusting. And it really does, drive us to the pit of my, because on the one hand, you so kind of this what they're a shaman of it. It's not good at wrong. Wrong. I want to make sure that thing in a way that's helpful. Yes, I've gone through the first stages of like, whoa, this is, what the hell is this bullshit? Like, then see the father and mother, and then they're like, yeah, screw you people, you two are assholes, you shouldn't be parents, you shouldn't even have had the ability to go anywhere near kids, or even, conceive or conceive kids, or just, be anywhere near them. But, it's horrifying. It's horrifying, the implications and the weirdness of it. But at the same time, it's like something that needs to happen. I honestly feel bad. I feel bad and sick. But at the same time, it's a step in the right direction. It's a step in the wrong direction. It's a step forward, a step backward in regards to, like, progress in my own personal life. Is this going to affect me professionally? Is this going to affect me personally? I just have a lot of concerns and thoughts that are slowly but surely brewing. They may not be the greatest. They may not be the most entertaining or the most thought out at times. But the fact of the matter is that at some point you need to go with something that will help someone other than yourself. I hope I'm making sense here. You need to make sure that what you're doing when it comes to these kinds of situations is well thought out, not just blundered into, not just opinionated, but there's bits and pieces of needed information that could potentially just lead to some other topics of conversation, like, parenting tips. And that's another thing. There's different ways of parenting in different sections of the world. Some are rougher and questionable and wrong. Yes, wrong. I'm saying that there are horrible ways of parenting, and some are right. But when does it does my opinion have the same weight, the same amount of staying power as a man with no children of his own compared to a man with children? And I'm not gonna try and put myself down here, because I want to do the right thing, and sometimes the right thing is not always the easiest. Sometimes the right thing is not the easiest. Sometimes, you just gotta be like, hey, this is what needs to happen. You really, this. So and there are other things that I really should be focusing on instead of this, but I occasionally get wrapped up in the excitement and energy and weirdness of it all, that it what feels good and leads to a good result. Often in the beginning times, when the person is not feeling confident about what they are about to do, feels like a negative thing, like it will only lead to negativity. But it's by pushing through that initial negative feeling that a positive outcome in the short, medium, or long term will result. I don't know why I don't feel good. I don't know why I don't feel good. In the end, Mike and Heather Martin are bad people. They have turned their family into a sideshow attraction. They've exposed a part of themselves to the world that up until a few days ago has gone unnoticed for so long that they think this is normal. And at some point, before all this insanity began, they were a normal family. But over the course of their YouTube channel and becoming incentivized to normalize both child torment and child torment, child endangerment, indirect child abuse, as well as normalizing the previous three with repeated offers of gifts and prizes and positive reinforcement for negative action. They've stuck themselves in a toxic family environment. A toxic family environment that needs to desperately be broken up. I hope this makes sense. I hope it does. So if by my posting this video that this video script that I'm working on, it leads to the breaking up of that toxic family environment, I will be doing the children in the long run a favor. Won't I? I don't know. I just don't know. It makes me sick to my stomach. There's too much at risk here. But the reward, though not my own, and I do this not for me, but for parents that are witnessing this travesty unfold. And feel like because of where they live and how their cities normally raise children, not the entire city, like certain percentages of it that feel that family prank videos like this are like, haha fun or haha normal or everything like that. That feel like they themselves do not have a voice. So that way, even if it's just a small amount of people who see this, they'll feel empowered. That's I don't. I feel off about making this video, but I feel like on some level I have to make it. And if I push through the fear and make this video and upload it, and just let it go how it goes, no matter how many views. If someone finds it informative, then, or inspiring in one way or another, inspiring in how to properly raise their children, not to make them unwilling and unwitting and unnecessary participants in a publicized cruelty that will affect them later on in life. And even if I myself don't end up not making the video, I want someone else out there to take that script that I've worked on and make the video for themselves, not just for themselves, but for those that feel they do not have a voice, to fight back against this kind of weirdness, this twisted insanity. Because the 3 videos that I've already made, somehow I feel like that's enough. 3 videos. And I need to. There are smarter people out there than I. More talented people than I. More experienced people than I. More courageous people than I. That can put this script to better use. But to show that I am on the side of good, I have to make this video. Because I'm a goddamn superhero. Superheroes, they fight for truth, justice, and good. And they always come out on top. Even if the outcome isn't what they expected of it.